Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are looking at a brand new P-47 here from Hobby Master, of course. It is the P-47D Thunderbolt here, as flown by United States Air Force pilot Ike Davis in a jug named Tarheel Hal from the 366th Fighter Squadron near the end of the war in May of 1945. Now, while a lot of pilots did name their planes after girls back home, but apparently Davis was a bit of a player and he had two girls back home, so instead he named it after his younger brother Hal from North Carolina, which for the uninitiated in US state nicknames like myself, it is also known as the Tarheel State. So the name Tarheel Hal was chosen. Now, this livery is a real out there one, and I have seen actual photos with it with D-Day stripes as well. So it will be interesting to see which way Hobby Master did go. And I think there was at one stage a P-47 in flying condition that also sported this livery as well. So it does come in a bit of a different box than usual. It doesn't have an openable flap, so it's just like a normal big box. So let's open it up and have a little look. I was pretty excited about grabbing this one because the livery is just so bright and out there. It's, yeah. So, far out. It's taped seal shut, so we better quickly get that open. All right, with some magic of editing, we should be able to get that open now. Yes, we can. So, obviously, the stand is in the top there, as you can plainly see. Check out that. Have a look at that. That is, man, nuts. That is just a crazy looking livery. So you do have, well, your landing gear options in little baggies here. You do have your in-flight options, some spare antenna as well, and your little figure, your pilot figure. They do look pretty good, those particular pilot figures. And you do get the baggie that does have your ordnance and fuel tanks, as per usual, if you want to chuck them on. So yeah, which we will. So let's get this big old jug out. All right. Oh, come on. I like it when it's in the foam pack too. That is awesome. It is so easy to get out. Man, these are huge. We should be able to actually quickly set this up for in-flight while we're just pulling it out. So let's quickly do that. Now you should be able to grab it by the wings because these don't have the wingtips like on Spitfires. It does have the bombs on, I don't know if there's any sides. So I'm assuming they might be able to fit on either side, but I don't know if there's a slight angle. There could be, so that seemed to slip better in that one, but we'll put the bombs on first and then we'll have a little look at it with the tanks on a little bit later too. So obviously you can put the center tank on like that, and of course you'll have your tail wheel cover, which is yellow. That is weird. I wonder if that's correct. I wonder if it's meant to be orange and silver. Interesting. Yeah, so that's pretty much the underneath. So we'll zoom in and have a look at the details. So the usual Hobby Master details. It does look really nice. There looks to be a little a fill in there for some reason. Same with the other side. Sorry, just knocked the camera. These are quite large. I am a little bit bemused about the colour of the tail wheel cover. Yeah, it still presents really well though. Look at all those 50 cals just sticking out there. And that, wow. The livery itself is just, that is stunning. The propeller does spin freely. So, of course, on the spine there, you do have the little hole for your antenna, which you just whack in. Now, the canopy, it just pulls off. I was hoping I wasn't going to have another issue again like I did with that Mustang video I just did. So you can put your little pilot figure in there quite easily. Beautiful. Be careful of your little mirror on top there because you do not want to snap that off, especially off a brand new model. But overall, it does look fantastic. Beautiful. The livery is really out there. There is a lot of colours definitely on this. It's got a little bit of engine detail in there. But yeah, if you like your jugs, if you like them brightly coloured, you will definitely enjoy this. So that's yeah, that's all you got to do for in flight, and display it and enjoy it. So if you want to put it on the stand, quite easy. That is your stand. It does have a metal shaft and plastic stand, and can you? You can sort of. Let's see if I can squeeze. No, you've got to. You can't keep your tank on. So yeah, for you in-flight displayers, yeah, that is a little bit unfortunate, of course. And that is your big old jug on the stand. Unfortunately, yeah, no tank. You've got a little bit of short range with this one, so if you want to put it on the stand for in-flight. But yeah, I reckon this is a pretty cool looking livery though. Stands out, will definitely look fantastic amongst your other jugs. Very colourful, but what we'll do is we'll whack some landing gear on this, of course, and we'll come right back. Alright, so on the ordnance, you do actually have a left and a right marking on there. I couldn't quite see that on the bombs, so yeah, if I did put it on the wrong side, I can't recall. But yeah, you can see the R, and obviously on this one, the L. Now, I did leave the canopy off just so we can have a quick squeeze inside the cockpit there, because you don't get the open canopy option with these ones, but there is some nice detail in there, of course. It looks pretty damn cool. Beautiful. So, obviously, the canopy you just have to put on. I don't think there is a position to have it in the open. Because there's the slots there, so it's one of those few models that you don't get that particular option. And underneath, I did put the landing gear on, obviously, and of course you can just slip your tank in like so. Very straightforward. The landing gear option is pretty easy. You've got your gear bay doors and then your main wheel modules that you just drop straight in, and then your tail wheel, and that is yellow as well. So it must be correct. There's definitely a lot of colours on this one. So you got your yellow, your orange, your reds, your blues. It does look fantastic though. And you put your little stand cover on there as well. And that is a job done for gear down, obviously. And the little antenna I just knocked down, so we'll just quickly whack that back on. That is slightly off center too. Well, that's correct. I'm just making a note of that. It does look really nice though. Definitely looks fantastic. And of course, this is your little pilot figure. There is a ton of beautiful detail on these ones. Unlike the Luftwaffe ones, there seems to be a little bit more care taken with these. I reckon it is a pretty cool model. Definitely one to grab for sure. Yeah, I like the livery a lot. Let's see what she weighs though. Quickly bring our scales in and have a little look to see how heavy this particular jug is. I'm sure it's not going to change too much from other ones we've weighed. So we got over half a kilo. We got 506 grams. Very, very nice. These are a solid bit of kit for sure. All right, let's wind up this video. I do think this is one of the yeah, really brightest jugs that I've got in my collection so far, and it does look fantastic. Just in case you are hopefully not colorblind, you'll see all these different colors on there. It looks brilliant. All right. As I said, this is a fairly new one. I only just picked this up a couple of days ago myself, and it is a new release from Hobbymaster. So if you do like what you see, you should be able to pull the trigger on one of these and get one for yourself. But I'm sure they will sell out pretty quick. All right, everyone, I will yeah, take some photos of this, throw them on at the end of the video if you'd like to check out some close-up pictures, of course. Don't forget to throw some of these my way. Drop your comments below. Tell me what you think of this model. Is this too gaudy for you? Some people aren't a fan of these bright liveries either, which is cool. I do these videos here just to show you what you can get. All right, everyone, don't forget to punch that subscribe button too if you're watching and have yet to do that. Finally, as always, thank you, the viewer, for dropping past to check out another one of my videos. I do hope this one helped you in some sort of way. So once again, thanks for watching, and you all have an awesome sauce rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.